Welcome, dear children, to e-learning classes. We shall continue with our grammar lesson number 12, kinds of sentences. We are aware of the different kind of sentences. They are the assertive, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. Each of these sentences has a different function. The assertive sentence make a statement. The interrogative sentence make a question. The imperative sentence issues a command or a request, and the exclamatory sentence expresses a strong emotion. Another way to classify sentence is to differentiate between them based on the number of clauses they contain. In order to do that, let us first briefly revise what finite and non-finite verbs are. Finite and non-finite verbs. As we have studied in the early classes, a finite verb is one which changes according to the tense and the subject of the sentence. Harry catches the ball. In this sentence, the verb catches shows that the action is in the present tense. Hence, it is a finite verb. Similarly, Harry caught the ball. Harry will catch the ball. Now, since the verb changed according to the subject of the sentence, this verb too is a finite verb. So, what are the non-finite verbs? A non-finite verb does not change regardless of the tense or the subject of the sentence. For example, swimming towards the girl, the lifeguard caught her firmly. In this sentence, the word swimming, which is a participle, does not indicate whether the action is in the present, past, or future. We have to look at the word caught to know that the action is in past. If we were to alter the sentence and denote the present tense, we will write like swimming towards the girl, the lifeguard catches her firmly. We can see that there is no change in the word swimming. Similarly, swimming towards the girl, the lifeguard will catch her firmly. So here the word swimming has not changed. That's why it is an non-finite verb. Now, based on this structure, the sentence can be divided into simple, compound, and complex sentences. Look at the following sentences. First one, Gandhiji was known as the father of the nation. Second one, Gandhiji was known as the father of the nation and everyone respects him. And the third one, Gandhiji was known as the father of the nation because he helped us to get freedom. Now, in first sentence, there is only one verb. Therefore, such sentences are known as simple sentence. Thus, a simple sentence consists only one finite verb. For example, Mary had a little lamb and I borrowed a book from the library. Now, if we see the second sentence, Gandhiji was known as the father of the nation and everyone respects him. Now, here there are two parts. One is Gandhiji was known as the father of the nation and everyone respects him. Now, these two sentences are joined by the conjunction and. In such a case, when two sentences are joined by conjunctions, they are called compound sentence. Thus, a compound sentence is one that is made up of two or more independent clauses and can be joined by a conjunctions. For example, she asked me my name but did not tell me her. Do as you told and you will be fine. Third one, Gandhiji was known as the father of the nation because he helped us to get freedom. Now, in this sentence, there are two verbs. One is known and second is get. The second part of the sentence, because he got us freedom, depends on the first part. Gandhiji was known as the father of the nation. Such a sentence in which there are more than one clause, one depends on the other for meaning, and the clauses are joined together with the subordinating conjunctions, are known as the complex sentence. Thus, a complex sentence is one that has one main clause and one or more dependent clause. For example, the MLAs felt that the minister should leave. Nobody knows when the result will be declared. Now we move on to activity 4. Identify the following sentence as simple, compound, or complex. The first one, Delhi is the capital of India, is a simple sentence. The second one, there are many states in India, but they are all united. It is compound. The third one, the camel is the favorite mode of transport in Rajasthan because a major part of Rajasthan is made up of desert. This is complex sentence. Next, though Kashmir is very far from Tamil Nadu, the people staying in both the state feel they are Indians. Now this is also complex. Next, each state of India has its own language. This is simple sentence. Many Indians know at least two languages, so they are able to talk to people in other state. This is compound. Next, the festival of Diwali is celebrated all over India. This is a simple sentence. Next, this is the time when all the people burst crackers to welcome Sri Ram. It's a complex sentence. Next, this year we did not celebrate Diwali because we were all very sad after the destruction caused by the tsunami. This is again a complex sentence. And the last one, all the people of the country shared in the grief of the people of the southern state. This is simple sentence. I hope, dear children, you have understood the kinds of sentence. Thank you for watching the video.